remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alright, here we go. Oh, pick's coming out nice and fast. The Rubik pick disappeared, I'm guessing that means it was banned. Not actually seen the draft from an all pick game before, too used to captain's mode.
5 seconds remaining. Your turn to pick.
Earth Shaker.
Return of the Earth Shaker.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Doomslader and Tiny, so they've got a pretty tanky team on the Radiant. What are the die going to show us? Oh no, they're losing gold. Zeus, he seems to be pretty popular. A pretty popular pick here at the university.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Tide, they got three strength heroes. What is this, Charlie? This is me casting a different lobby of people. These are some people who are quite new to the game. So sort of Herald and Guardian rank.
10 seconds remaining.
So, as opposed to our normal in-house games.
5 seconds remaining.
So it's going to be a more informative cast. None of our typical bullying, of course. Alright, Spectre. Got a lot of cores in this game. A lot of carry heroes. Alright, let's see what they can do with these heroes. I think the Radiant have more of the late game, just because sort of Doom, Spectre, Tide, I think they scale a little bit better than Centaur and Wraith King. You do that, Charlie. Right, guessing the lanes. We should have... I guess it's going to be Zeus versus Tiny in the mid lane. Wraith King and Spectre are clearly the POS 1s. Tide and Centaur at the POS 3. Unless they're going to show us some alternative meta.
Prepare for battle.
Alright, so we're going to have a Lich Spectre lane. A pretty strong combo. And Wraith King Shadow Shaman. Oh, looks like they're running... Okay, so it's actually a little bit different than I thought. So it's going to be Doom mid with Tiny support along with the Tidehunter. Okay, we'll see. It's 2 melee versus melee range in the top lane, but Shadow Shaman's range is pretty terrible, only 400. So I think the Radiant should be fine. I saw Civid go pretty huge on Void Spirit in the last game. I'm sure he'll show us some good things with Tide as well. Oh, looks like a fight's already breaking off here. Oh, it just dies to the Earthshaker punch.
First blood, and you had better get used to.
So you see Doom, he's just sitting in mid MKP waiting for the block. Whereas the Dire, they actually rotated 3 heroes here. The mid came straight away. So they were able to get first blood and pick up both the bounty runes.
The battle begins.
A little bit of a fight to the death at top. Dire took the bounty though. What has Tiny got level 1? He's got Toss. Probably should have taken Avalanche. Unless he's planning for some shenanigans later in lane. Throwing someone under the tower. We'll see. Decode already committing to that Vanguard. I'm just going to turn down the size of the minimap icons. They're probably a bit annoying for the casters. There we go. And we'll show the last hits and denies up on the side. Already done a lot of damage to that Earthshaker. So, one thing I noticed straight away is Theorian should be using Spectral Dagger actually on the hero, because then it homes on and there's no chance of them missing it. It's quite an expensive spell, so he won't be able to use it too much in the lane. Mid lane of Doom versus Zeus. I think Doom is a good pick against Zeus, because there's so much health regen, especially if you're going to stack braces as well. So I think MKP is going to have quite a nice lane there, but we'll see. Looks like the courier is kind of just AFK there. Okay, no, he's sent it to him. Ooh. Decode has already used all of his regen. He's going to have to send in some more. Is he sending in some more? Not yet. He's got the brace recipe in there. If I was him, I would also throw in some tangos and a salve. It's obviously a lane where a lot of damage is going to happen. So nice to stack up on some regen, bring it in early. Although it does make the courier move very slowly. What's Roxy Roar trying to do? Maybe a pull? Nice, doing a hard camp side pull, very good. Nice last hitting from the Doom. They're putting out a lot of damage on the bot lane, and Decode still doesn't have any more regen. So a few more hits and they should force him out the lane. But they've used the Frost Shield. Are they going to commit to it? Spectral Dagger? Yeah, it's not going to be used. I don't want to go too far. Oh, now there's a Spectral Dagger. Don't have the damage to kill him now, but that's definitely going to force him back to base. So Roxy is still level 1. Probably wants to get level 2 for the combo. Avalanche Toss. Should maybe be sitting in lane a little bit more, just to soak some experience. Well, MKP's already found himself Alpha Wolf. That's giving him a lot of damage. Look, he's got over 100 attack damage. Maybe he could die Evoke? Okay, he doesn't want to, he's playing it safe. Fair enough. Centaur is salving up, but already has no regen again. Maybe spam the Frost Blast on him. Yeah, Spectral Dagger. Lots of aggression in the bot lane. He's got to be careful though, he might die to a double edge. In fact, he does. He was going just a little bit too aggressive there. Top lane, we've got another bit of dive going on. Not sure Civid can find himself the kill, or can he? It's very close. One more auto. Toss? Ah, actually finds it with the gush. Nice play there. Taking that Shadow Shaman up from behind his own tower. But MKP still leading the CS, 24, plus all the money he gets for free from Devour. So he's doing very well there. Dire have an advantage overall. Ooh, they're using shackles on top. Not sure it's going to do a lot. This Tide is quite tanky. Maybe he should eat a mango so we can use a bit of Anchor Smash. Yep, there we go. Right, Civid really seems to know what he's doing. Good job pulling the creeps in there. Oh. Zeusalt has gone out. We've got some very low HP people here. Bot lane, about 100 HP on the Spectre, 150 on the Lich. Earthshaker's coming up on another fissure. Gets the fissure. Does it block him in? It does block him in, but he doesn't have the means to chase. Oh, they're trying to turn on him now. They've used Spectral Dagger. Slowed him. Out comes the Frost Shield. He's got absolutely no mana. A few more autos. And he gets the kill. Nice, good play there. Oh, I missed the kill mid. There was a dive. Good rotation from Roxy. Managed to pick up Oak in the mid lane. They did commit Doom for it. He's actually got the money for his Midas already. 6-minute Midas with the kill mid. That is fantastic.
Radiant structures are fortified. That means you can't hurt him right now.
Already level 7. The Zeus is 6.5. And they're going to get the tower at 6 minutes. Fantastic rotation. That means Tide is alone top lane, but that has allowed him to get level 6. Well, they're doing a bit of damage to him. They've got the shackles. He's got to be careful here. Nice crits. Wow. I know the RNG. He's already gone for Morbid Mask. That gives him a lot of heal when he uses Anchor Smash. Interesting build to go straight away for Anchor Smash. Sorry, straight away for Morbid Mask. Will he turn it into a Vlad's? Yeah, that's kept him alive. Did Earthshaker just kill? He got a kill and he killed the courier. So again, a little bit of sneaky behind the tower plays. I like it. Now Roxy's turned up. Throws up the avalanche, but Breach is just going to walk away. Some good CSing from the POS 3s. Decode's also got 34 CS, 7 minutes, not too bad. Going for the very early Vanguards just to tank up as much as possible. But is a little bit behind in level. You see, Roxy left the lane quite a lot to get that gank mid. And so that's why Civid, he's nearly level 7 already. Out comes the Zeusalt. Allows him to pick up a kill. Earthshaker finding yet another kill bot lane. Bot lane is the lane which is struggling for the Radiant, so maybe Roxy should think about rotating there rather than trying to look for another kill on Oak, who's already struggling a bit in mid lane. Because Theorian, he needs a little bit of help in this lane. He's not having too easy a time. Oh, I think Chemistry Dude might be in trouble. No, it's okay. Earthshaker's out of mana.
No.
See, the problem with bot lane for the Radiant is Theorian has struggled a little bit to get last hits. Okay, good. They're doing a gank for the bot lane. This is good. MKP is coming in. And Chemistry Dude's moving up. Can he reach them with the Frost Blast? He manages to Frost Blast the Earthshaker. I think they're going to get away. It does quite a lot of damage to him. It's about 400 pure damage, but I don't think that's enough to kill the Centaur. He has a lot of health regen, so actually he's going to be fine. There was a bit of a delayed reaction from his team. It probably comes down to communication. Like when you gank, you need to tell your team far in advance, I'm here, go in. And rather than just expect them to go in. But of course, I don't know what the comms are like. So that means Civid is again solo top lane. But he seems to be fine. He is level 8. Let's show the player levels. He's the same level as the mid heroes. So he is more than capable of holding the lane 2 versus 1. We've got Stampede ready. Get their team out of a pinch. They may need to use it mid because they're going to go on Oak. MKP turns out he doesn't have any points of Infernal Blade. Out comes the Avalanche. He throws him up in the air instead of at the Oak. I think that was a mistake. I'm not sure they would have got the kill anyway, and throwing him under the tower might have been a bit risky. So they're going to try for a kill bot. But Decode, he is tanky. Early game Vanguard makes you pretty much immune to damage. So that's a great double stun from Decode. Yep, they're going to pop Stampede as well. They're going to run at Chemistry Dude. They slow him. Massive double edge. Is he going to die? No, he's going to be fine. He's got the Vanguard. In fact, I would have stayed there and tanked him. Spectre has, with no Desolate, is very, very weak. Oh, here comes Roxy. Nice stun, but just this Centaur's too strong. If you get Vanguard this early in the game, you pretty much can't kill him. Or not with auto attacks anyway. So the Dire are doing pretty well in the bot lane. But Doom, he has a lot of net worth. I mean, look at that. 6,000 net worth. Next in the game is 3,600. He's miles ahead. Oh, I hear Shackle's going top. They're trying to kill Civid, but they just cannot kill him. He's opting for phase boots tied. It's quite an aggressive build. Oh, they left the Royal Jelly? No, okay, he remembered. Lich has the tome, but hasn't eaten it yet. Is he waiting for something? Or is there some reason to delay it? Maybe he's not sure he has it. Okay, there we go. Chain Frost is ready. Looks like Wraith King is going for Echo Saber. It's an interesting item to build on a Wraith King. Don't see it too often, but it can work. Zusok comes out. Bing's throwing quite low, but can he escape? Quite a nice fissure. He's hiding in the trees. Are they going to find him? Let's have a look at their vision. They've just seen him. No, they know he's there. Yeah, I think he's going to go down. Yet another double edge. I think he should try to leave this lane and not be sitting in the lane now. It's clearly too dangerous with Centaur and Earthshaker there. Needs to find somewhere else to farm. Maybe start farming these nice safe jungle camps or go all the way over here into the triangle and take these camps. But this lane is too dangerous for him now. I mean, level 8 Earthshake, I don't know how he's got so much XP, even more than the Centaur, by a whole level. Looks like some attempted dive top. Wraith King's just farming the jungle with the skeletons, which is a good play. Maximising the farm. Emilio is a little bit alone up here. Ah, they've committed to Scorched Earth, they're chasing him. They have vision. I'm showing the Radiant Vision now. Nah, the creeps are revealing him. There's the Inferno Blade. They're going to commit the Doom. And he's going to kill him in like 2 autos. Maybe Doom was overkill, but I think it's better to be safe. Civid cleaning up on that wave. Look at that CS. 90 CS at 12 minutes. That's really good for a Tidehunter. They're both almost level 10 as well. Oh, looks like another fight bot. They dropped the Echo in a creep wave, doing a lot of damage. Full Earthshaker combo. They just need one attack. Why didn't they go for it? He almost got away with the Haunt, but not quite on time. Civid has come down. He does have Ravage and 3 mangoes, so he can maybe go for a kill. The Ravage just about hits the code, but he has Stampede, so he can just Stampede if he needs to. But he doesn't need to because he's so tanky. They actually don't have the means to kill him. Defensive Fissure just in case. He may think about going back in. It looks like he's trying to build a Blink Dagger without even buying boots. Is that a certain game you're commentating? I'm just commentating the current lobby game at DotaUniversity. Okay, we've committed to Stampede. Trying to find the Lich. Does he have the damage? Yes, he does. Another kill dominating Decode. But here comes Doom. He's hitting with the Infernal Blade. Nice fissure. Defensive Shackles just in case. Good stun from the Earthshaker. I think the Dire are going to be fine. You got to be careful, Civid. If you dive too far, you may die. Nice use of Serpents just to get the extra bit of damage. That was a risky double edge, but they still managed to get the kill. Really good plays from the Dire. I like that Civid is willing to try and dive, but I think he went a little bit too far there. Is that my only BTTV emote? I need to set them up then. I have no idea really how to configure them. I never really use them. If we have a look back at the gold, it's very, very close at the moment, only about 500 gold between the teams. Most of the Radiant's net worth has come from MKP on his Doom. He is very far ahead. Oh, it looks like Oak managed to find a kill on the Tiny. Buren, you got to be careful, you're only level 6 and Doom is, the Zeus is level 11. Oh, Chain Frost going off here, hitting a lot of people. That's like 4 bounces, 5 bounces, 6 bounces, 7 bounces, 8 bounces. Easy couple of kills there. This is time for Radiant to finally get some kills back of their own. A big crit from that pack leader aura. Okay, it's a triple kill for the Radiant in the bot lane. It's very nice.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Now they're going to take this tower. They're giving space for the Spectre, that's really important. Spectre does need quite a lot of gold to get that Radiance.
The Dire's bottom tower doesn't even have arms to defend itself.
Yeah, this Doom is huge, and so is the Tidehunter.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Run, little bottom tower.
Ooh, cheers for the follow.
Tower is under attack. About time.
Oh, we've used Stampede bot. Civid is once again under the tower. And they've committed a lot of heroes here, so I think Civid's going to die. Nice Shackles MKP, but he's a fast hero. He's going to get out. Oh, he took a lot of damage. Okay, out comes the stuns. Fissure to block in Chemistry Dude. He's going to go down. But MKP, he does manage to get away. Already got the Shivas. 16-minute Shivas. This man is pretty fed, but he's got to go back. They brought every single Dire hero bot. Alright, I'll have a look at that later, setting up more of the emotes. I thought I did put all the emotes in at one point, but obviously not. As I said, I don't usually use them. Oh, I can figure that later. The MKP wants to go in. Infernal Blade, it's a good item against, a good ability against Centaur. He's going to be, he can actually get the kill there. Infernal Blade? Okay, no, he's being careful. Using Shivas. Now he's going to go back in. Nice use of Gush, and there's another kill. He's on a mega kill streak. He's 5-0-1. Doing very well. Right, the Dire are actually doing pretty well overall. Apart from this Doom who's really fed, they have the advantage, but they haven't managed to push any towers yet. They need to maybe group up as a whole team and take a tower, is what I'd be recommending at this point. Okay, Wraith King is rushing the Silver Edge, which makes sense because it does disable the dispersion ability from Spectre, which makes Spectre quite a lot squishier. I think they can get this kill before the rest of them TP in. Emilio does manage to drop the wards in time. Unfortunately, the Chain Frost doesn't find any bounces. Civid, he's trying to get out, but he's going to go down. They have committed the Stampede for it. And MKP, I'm not sure you're going to get out of this. They got a lot of stuns. You might have got Doom on Decode, but I think you're still going to go down. Yeah, that's his first death this game. 520 gold to Oak. Will they find Chemistry Dude? We've got Blink. Yeah, he sees him. Hits him with the Fissure. Decode is nearby. He's got his own Blink. He's going to find it. Nice stomp. Hit him with the double edge, and that's going to be a kill. I'll just auto-attack him. But the Radiant weren't AFK in that time. Roxy getting a little bit of tower damage top. Unfortunately, no points in tree grab, so no bonus tower damage. But that's good. They made the most out of a bad situation. But now Risha has turned up, using the skeletons to do a lot of pushing. They might even be able to take the tier 2 here. Yeah, it's a fun game, but it is very complicated. Well, it helps if you've been playing it for more than 10 years. Civid running at Oak. Oak doesn't have a 4-staff, so he's going to get away. I think that's a good purchase this game, getting that 4-staff. Oh dear. Roxy's been found a little bit too far away. Nice damage actually, but I don't think they have the means to kill Emilio. It is now 3 versus 1. Yoren's going to go down as well. The enemy tower is here. Being here is quite far up, so I think a little bit risky there. Especially when you don't have any wards on their side of the map. Maybe don't dive too far. Yeah, sometimes you can get away with it. Yeah, Spectre's got the recipe, the Radiance recipe already. Still needs about 2,500 gold to get the actual Sacred Relic. But when he does get it, he'll be doing a lot of damage in the team fights. Doom's still farming like a beast. gold is now just in the Dire's advantage, but Radiant have a massive tower lead at the moment. Well, it's only it's 2 towers. It's still a big lead. They've opened up the map. Oh, the double blink, but Chemistry Dude manages to avoid both of them. Gets fissured, but he's going to be fine. Chain Frost only hits one person. He needs to just be a little bit more patient with it. Maybe he thought they were going to charge into him, so that's fair enough. I mean, he's alive at least. That's the main thing. Both teams find a Vambrace at the same time. MKP pings. Maybe he thinks he must know there's wards up here. Or maybe he suspects it. Ravage is used. Does just catch 3. Roxy dies to the Earthshaker. Trying to kill Oak. He's very low. Nice Sinister Gaze. Is it going to be enough to get the kill? Does kill it with Frost Blast. Civid is low. He's running. Maybe put the Frost Armor on him. He's going to go down to the double edge. MKP's in. You don't want to doom the Wraith King because he obviously just comes back to life. The Orion's in. Maybe they can win this team fight. They have decoded the Earthshaker. Going to try and get a kill on him. But a lot of strength here as they're just perma-stunning him. They have a lot of stun on this team. He uses the Scorched Earth. He's running away. The Orion is still in there. He's got to be careful. He's not very tanky at the moment. Dakota's going to go down. Okay. They might actually kill Breacher as well, but he does have his Reincarnate. It's going off now. But Roxy's already respawned. That's the benefit of being a low level, but so Emilio is here as well. MKP topped into the air. MKP's trying to do what he can. He's going to go down. And I think Roxy's going to go down as well. Ultra kill for Breacher.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Run, little bottom tower.
Pretty big stuff.
Is under attack.
It was a very long team fight as well. But even after all of that, the Dire advantage is very small. What is it? About 600 gold? 700 gold? So it's funny because it looks like 11 to 22. That's a terrible score. And it's easy to think at this point, oh, we're miles behind. They've got double our kills. But if you look at the gold, it's barely different at all. It's not even 1,000 gold. It's so small, the difference, because of how well farmed the Doom is. So maybe this is sort of a lesson in don't just look at the number of kills. And the Radiant is still pretty strong, so they don't need to worry at this point. Teamfight was a little bit messy, because some people got caught out and they didn't really get all their ults off at the same time.
Top tower is
Looks like Dara going for a bit of a push, but Radiant have a push going on top lane as well. Okay, which team's going to go back to defend? So Dakota's decided to go back here. I don't think they have the means to pick him off. They're doing a bit of damage to him though. You've got to be careful. They're very near their tower. Out comes the Stampede. We've got the Shackles onto Civid. It gets broken. He's trying to Ravage. Gets the 3-man Ravage. There's the Doom. This is really good for the Radiant. Trying to chase the code, but I don't think they're going to get him. Earthshaker holding him in place. Big crit coming out from the Enchant Totem. I don't know what the crit was. Or does it always show red numbers? And now MKP's going to die. They brought the whole team back. Yeah, well, it was a kill, 1 kill for 2. So it was a pretty close exchange. It does mean that they stopped the push on the bot lane. That this tower is still basically on full health. So in a way, that is a win for the Radiant. And they haven't killed Spectre, who's now just farming it up. He's nearly on 100 CS. Unfortunately, he is quite low level. But you know, when he gets his Radiance, his farm will accelerate. The problem with Radiance is it takes a very long time to farm. If you're not so confident at farming on Spectre, maybe you should just go for Drums or Midas. It's a little bit easier to buy. Radiance takes a very long time to farm if you're not getting a lot of CS. Radiant are still being very aggressive. They've got to be careful. Seeing Decode on half HP is a bit of a bait, but Roxy's going to try anyway. Throws him back onto Chemistry Dude, but out comes a great stun from Earthshaker. He's done a lot of work this game. Now comes the Chain Frost. It seems to have stopped already because Breacher went invisible. Why did I say that so weirdly? And I think they're going to find the kill on the Earthshaker, or maybe not. He's got a stun from Enchant Totem. He's got the Fissure. Going to do a 3-man Fissure stun. Risha doing a lot of damage, killing Chemistry Dude. Yes, he uses Silver Edge to stop the Chain Frost. I think he's going to find the kill on Theorian. So they do manage to kill Decode, and they kill the Earthshaker as well. But unfortunately, all of the Radiant team are dead. Now they've got the Skeleton Army, they're going to take down the mid tower.
Radiant's middle tower is no more.
Where is she? She's playing actual Dota. Okay, 4-staffing away. Just going to show the player level so you can see. I do have a bit of a lead there. That's actually their bigger lead. The gold, it's not even 2,000, but XP, it's over 10,000 XP. So that's where their real lead is. They maybe could think about Roche. The Dire definitely have the means to take it. See Charlie, she's still here in spirit. Oh, they found Chemistry Dude top. There's another fight going on here. They found Theorian. He was just farming the jungle. He's going to go down, and so is Chemistry Dude.
I'll help my weakened allies where I can.
Radiant's top tower.
I think Charlie's played one game, maybe? Is that it? One game of Dota. And we went straight into a normal game. No bots.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Not so radiant anymore.
Yeah, you're a master. You're a natural. Right, the Dire found 2 kills. What are they going to do with it? This is what makes sort of an average team from a good team. Once you finally get some kills, what do you do? And they're going to push a tower, so this is a good choice. The rest of the Dire are just farming the jungle. I feel like they should maybe group up and either take Roche or they should take a tower. They shouldn't just go back and farm. That's sort of a waste of those kills.
Oh, that's not good for the Radiant.
Ah, Witch Doctor, that's a good hero. A lot of fun. So yeah, the Dire sort of wandered around aimlessly a little bit, but now they are committing to Roche. Risha is strong, nearly got the Assault Cuirass, but they need someone to help him out. Or maybe he can solo it, he's pretty strong.
In the world, being attacked.
Do the Radiant know they're in Roche? We look at the Radiant vision, they don't know, they have no idea. Whereas the Dire, they have full vision. Look at these wards, one there and there. I mean, it's a bit overkill putting a ward here and a ward here, but it means they have full vision. The Radiant maybe suspect something is up. Oak's gonna go invis, keeping him alive. And yeah, it looks like the Dire are gonna get away with this Roche. Like, putting the Aegis on the Wraith King, I feel like is not always a good thing to do, because Wraith King already comes back to life, right? It doesn't need to come back to life another time. So I would probably put the Aegis on the Zeus, or maybe even the Centaur. Honestly, anyone. Centaur can just blink in. Doesn't matter if he dies then. But Wraith King, usually a bit of an overkill. It can still work. Now he really needs to just fling himself into the enemy, because he'll come back to life a lot of times. And it's time for the Dire team to push a bit. How's that Radiance coming along? Oh, he's really close. In fact, he has the money now. Oh, I turn away for a second. And MKP was found in his own jungle. They've got the Nimbus ready on Zeus. Oh, they're going in, using the Stampede. Out comes the Ravage, but here's the Haunt with the Radiance equipped. Echo Slam doing a lot of damage, but so is that Chain Frost. It's just bouncing around. It's causing havoc. I think Chemistry Dude's still going to go down. Yeah, Breach is going to find him. MKP's in here now. He's trying to get a Doom off. He finds Doom on Emilio. I think he's going to die. Yeah, Emilio's going to die from the damage. Civid, are they going to be able to get him? They've lost the Earthshaker as well. And there's going to be the kill there. So, they find 4 kills for only 3 deaths. See if we can watch that again. See if my action replay works. They get a good Ravage. They get actually a 5-man Ravage and a Chain Frost. but they just don't have enough damage to take down the Dire. Doom comes in, but it's a little bit too late because he had to buy back in the middle of the fight. And by the time he comes in, his team are dead. So it's unfortunate timing. It's a shame they couldn't do more with the 5-man Ravage. And now, as you can see, the Dire just took the racks. First set of racks down in 30 minutes. Is it GG? Not necessarily. I mean, there's still 2 tier 2 towers for them to take, so they've got a lot of time before they can take the whole base. It just depends what the Radiant can do in this time. Like, Spectre finally got the Radiance, but he has nothing else, so he now needs to use that time to farm, pick up a few more items in preparation for the next fight. Wraith King is very strong. If we have a look at his score, where is he? 7-0-12. He is a monster this game. He's got the Assault Cures, he's got the Silver Edge, which counters Spectre. He's going for the Abyssal Blade so he can have more lockdown. But Decode, he's done a lot of great initiations. And they find him, out comes the damage. Yeah, they're going to kill him with the Stampede and the Nimbus, so they've killed Theorian once again. Is it over? It's, well, it's close to GG, but, you know, if you were given 2 equally skilled teams, I think the Radiant still could make a comeback. They've got a lot of teamfight potential in the Lich and the Tide. If they can get Doom off on a key target, maybe on the Zeus, to disable all of Zeus's damage. Zeus does absolutely 0 damage when doomed. Can't do anything. Well, it can auto-attack. So that immediately eliminates a player. Unfortunately, they're not all 5 when the teamfight starts, and that's why the Dire tend to be winning. And then Spectre can go in and haunt and maybe try and pick off the Shadow Shaman. But that's easier said than done, of course. This is all in theory. Breach has still got the Aegis and his ult, but he's not scared. Out comes the Haunt. Are they going to do something with it? Roxy blinks in. Out comes the Ravage as well. They have a lot of stuns. See if they pop all the stuff together, they can get some kills. Wraith King does go down. They are fighting inside the Zeus Nimbus. They're taking a lot of damage because of that. I think Sivit's going to go down. They're running again into the Nimbus. I think that's a bit of a mistake. I think Theorian's going to have to run now. Civid has brought back. He's back in the fight. Are they going to get Decode? Yeah, he's going to die to the tower. And MKP, he's in the back. So they managed to kill everyone apart from the core who has the Aegis. This is why I don't think Wraith King should take the Aegis, because his Reincarnate always procs first. So he needs to lose Reincarnate and then die within 40 seconds, and then he'll come back to life. But see, they hold, and they got a lot of kills. So that's always good for the Radiant. You know, 4 kills on their team. They did have to use a buyback, but they held. That's what matters. They just need to stall while Theorian gets a bit more farm. Do they see or know that this particular guy holds Aegis? Yeah. When they first pick up Aegis, you get a message on the left-hand side of the screen saying this hero has picked up the Aegis of the Immortal. And if you click on the enemy hero, you can look at their items. As long as they're in vision, of course. So yeah, I mean, now it's gone because it timed out. Aegis only lasts 5 minutes. But yes, you can see, you see immediately, it's broadcast to the entire team. And once you've picked up the Aegis, you can't get rid of it, you can't drop it, you can't sell it, you can't delete it. So Aegis is never a surprise, basically. Unless you forgot about it halfway through the fight. Then it's a surprise, I guess. Right, so that was a good fight for the Radiant. Gave them a little bit of gold. But are they going to do anything with it? I wonder what next item Theorian's going to go for. He's got the Radiance now. And holding about 2,200 gold. Is he thinking of Manta style, maybe? Oh, they've seen him. And Breach is running straight at him. Theorian knows. He tries to run away. Out comes the Wraithfire Blast. They've got Basher as well. Yeah, he's going to be stunned up. And very easily dispatched. He should be careful farming in the enemy jungle. Like, if we go to Radiant Vision, they have absolutely no vision of this part of the map. None at all. So you don't want to be where there's no vision, basically. But look at the Dire Ward. So aggressive. We've got, you know, one here. We've got one on this cliff here. A lot of aggressive jungle walls from the Dire, which is really good.
not good for the Radiant.
They take the final tier 2 tower. I think they're ready for the racks.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Radiant are doing a little bit of their own split pushing, doing what they can. They now realize they have to TP back because the Dire are knocking on their door.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And they're hitting it pretty hard. They even dropped the Serpent Spirit. I forgot about Shadow Shaman. That allows them to push the tower very quickly. They use Haunt, and they're going to back off a little bit because they're scared of Haunt. Civid goes in, 5-man Ravage, doing a lot of damage. Here comes Roxy as well. They've used Doom. Good Echo, though, holding them all in place, but I think this may still be hard for the Dire. Okay, they've held Tiny in place. Breach is going to kill him. Double kill, triple kill for MKP. He's huge on this Doom. Are they going to find Emilio? Is Breach going to run? They've used the Dust. And Breach is just going to stun TP. Do they have Sinister Gaze? No, they don't. And actually, they do find Emilio. So, see what I mean? Yeah, they can win a fight, even though it looks like they're really far behind. If they just pop everything at the same time, they can get kills. Let's see if we can see an instant replay of that.
That's not gonna hold.
Oh, you just see it as the 5-man Ravage comes in. It's a 5-man Ravage. They've got the stun from Roxy. They've got the Doom as well. The Chain Frost is bouncing around. Yeah, they can win a team fight even if they're behind. And then it's just a matter of cleaning up. And they do take down Brisha once, but they can't get his Reincarnate, unfortunately. And Emilio gets chased down at the end. I think here's where Brisha just TPs out. Yeah. So, yeah, that's a really good fight for the Radiant. Fantastic play from Civid. He's been on point pretty much all game. I think every Ravage he's done is from the second half of the game has been 5-man. I mean, Dire still have the lead. Right, let's make that clear. Dire still have the lead at the moment. But Radiant have proven, even with a 10k deficit, they can still win team fights. And 10k difference, it means less and less as the gold numbers get bigger and bigger. I mean, we've got level 26 on Doom. He's the first hero to hit the 25 threshold, and he's nearly 27. He's gone for the 150% cleave talent, which is an interesting choice. It does help him farm. I would have argued that Infernal Blade is quite good because they have 3 strength heroes and it does a lot of damage. And he's gone for Aghanim Scepter, which makes it burn for even longer. So I think not taking the Infernal Blade is a bit of an interesting choice, but you know, it still lets him farm easier, so maybe that was his reasoning. There's always a reason behind people doing stuff. They don't just do it randomly. Risha's nearly caught up though to the Doom's farm, so he's done very well for himself. Very expensive items. Silver Edge, which I think is 6,000 gold Silver Edge? Yeah, 6,000 gold Silver Edge. Abyssal Blade is 6,600. So he doesn't have many items, but they're really expensive ones. So that's why it looks like he's not as filled up as the Doom. Looks like a fight's going to break out. MKP. And they missed the Nimbus. Is this the means for a 5-man Ravage? But Civid is stunned. He's stunned again. Still going to get the Ravage. That's a 4-man Ravage. Instantly kill the Earthshaker. Decode's low as well. Emilio's going to die. Breach's first life is gone. Do they have the Dust to kill him when he comes back to life? He doesn't have the Silver Edge on cooldown. They've dusted him anyway. They are ready for it. And that's going to be yet another kill. Instant 4-man wipe. How about that? Back-to-back wipes in the Radiant. So when you were asking me, is this game GG? No. Radiant catching up fantastically with their team fight. Really strong grouping up heroes. And Spectre went for Blade Mail. Okay. I mean, I think that's... I don't know if that was recommended by the coach or he chose it, but it's a very good item to buy on Spectre if you're not doing very well or your farm's not great, because you're still quite tanky on Spectre with the dispersion. So you just fling your body into the fight and just press Blade Mail. It makes them reluctant to hit you. It's good against Zeus as well. But even Haunt Radiance is doing enough. Doesn't need more than that. And now it's the Radiant's turn to take some racks. Oh, they found a leveler. That's on the Dire though. Now unfortunately, they can't go for any of the other tier 3s because both the tier 2s are still alive. Yeah, this is an exciting game. Dire had such an early lead, but Radiant's team fighting is just too strong. So now the Dire have to decide, do we still want to keep team fighting and ganking, Or are we just going to go to split pushing? I think the Dire are still strong, right? I mean, if you look at the gold difference, they're still ahead by about 1,000, 2,000. But maybe they don't want 5-man team fights. Out comes the Nimbus. They're going to kill it though. It gives 100 gold, so you've got to be careful about using it. The best place to put the Nimbus rather than in the middle of Roche is to put it here. So it means melee heroes can't easily hit it, or put it just behind the Roche pit like there, and it will still see in. Oh, Dire thinking about it, but they don't have their Wraith King. He's all their damage. Serpent's going to Roche, but Oak, you've gone too far forward, so Oak's just going to immediately get killed. The Chain Frost doing a lot of damage. Roxy with the stun. Emilio, I think he's going to live. Earthshaker's kept himself alive. Breach has now come in, but he's almost instantly killed. He uses the Abyssal Blade, but it's not enough. The Dire, the Radiant are so strong. Instantly killing Oak and the Earthshaker. I think Emilio's going to burn to death. Yes, he is. And Dakota's used Stampede. He's got no Blink Dagger. It's cancelled constantly by the Radiance. What's Roxy going to do? Just throw Spectre at him. I don't know why they didn't want to kill Dakota. That's okay. They just left him alive. Roche is very low. About 500 HP. So that's going to be pretty much a free kill if they want to finish it off. Civid's like, I want to take it, but I'm a bit low. Oh, MKP. He's still full of life. Already level 28. Finished off his Silver Edge. Gonna backpack his Midas. There's still a Cheese. Cheese could be good for the Spectre. He's got 5,000 gold. 5,000 gold on the Spectre. What is he gonna buy? Maybe a heart just to get really tanky. Now this game's looking pretty hard for the Dire. Oak needs to be a little bit more careful in the fights of positioning, because when you have Ether Lens on Zeus, you've got a lot of cast range. You need to be at the very back of the fight rather than near the front. It may have just been a little mistake. But just something to think about. I mean, the Dire still have played very well this game. They've just struggled with the team fights because the Radiant's combo is so strong. Almost overpoweringly strong. They need to look for a pick-off instead. Like, look how much damage they can do to Brisha. They're actually going to pop the Stampede to keep him, yeah, get him out of there, which I think was a good call. Nah, they used the Dust, but he is long gone. Doom, with the Aghanims, with the Infernal Blade, it's very good against those tanky strength heroes, and when he gets level 30, he'll get the Infernal Blade DPS talent. He's easily strong enough to kill Wraith King by himself. Right, they've taken all the tier 2s now. Maybe going to think about pushing high ground, or are they a little bit scared when the whole team are up? I mean, you have two choices. You either try to push high ground when they're all up, if you think you're strong enough, or you try to choke them out of their jungle by putting wards up on this cliff, wards up on this cliff, or wards around here. You can put a ward just right there. And you just choke them out of the map. As soon as they leave their base, like this, you just follow them and kill them. Those are your options. So we'll see which of those the Radiant go for. Are there any smokes? There's actually 2 smokes on the Radiant team, but I don't see any smokes purchased on the Dire. They should think about smoking, going for a pick off. Because look now, the Radiant have sort of split up. You've got Doom down here and Lich there. You've got Civid just chilling in the mid lane. Everyone is all over the place. This would be a great time to smoke, run in, just get a pick off, and then push down a lane. Get some map control back. Like, if you see a hero alone, like if we look at the Radiant Vision now, Dire Vision, sorry, they know that Tiny is top. They saw Tide mid. It means they know they're not together. If you know they're not together, you should run in and try and kill them. Breach is on the run now. Nice use of dust. Always carrying a lot of dust, Roxy, but not going to commit for the kill. Blinks in. Unfortunately gets stuck in the trees. That is unfortunate. And the Dire, they're once again all 5-man grouped up. They're not really sure what to do. If a game is really stale and you're playing Zeus, you can actually use Nimbus on a creep wave, and it does get the last hits for you. It's strong enough to kill both range creeps and probably another few. That's maybe 200, 250 gold if you think you're not going to need the cooldown soon. It's always an option. Okay, so Spectre went for a full Eye of Skadi and still has 3,000 gold, so this Spectre's pretty big now. In fact, he's come up to 3rd net worth. He's been farming well. Yeah, I mean, he had a bit of a slow start, but after he got that Radiance, it really picked up. And now he's almost... he's probably strong enough to take the Wraith King in a one-on-one, provided he doesn't get broken by the Silver Edge. He's got to be careful for that. So Doom's got the BKB, but just keeping it in the backpack until the Aegis runs out, which it still got about 1 minute on the Aegis. The Dire are now very scared to engage a fight. They're just playing ultra defensive. In fact, nothing has happened in the last 5 minutes. People have just been farming the jungle, running around the map kind of aimlessly. MKP is now shadowblading bot. He knows Oak is there. If he gets the Doom up, he blinks right into him. Yeah, he's going to go straight into the Doom. Is he going to use the Scorched Earth? He is. Wow, Zeus is fast. Hits the Infernal Blade. I don't know what he's doing, just kind of standing in front of him. I think the Zeus is still going to die. Is MKP going to die or is he going to be okay? No, he's backing off. He does get the kill on Oak. And now the Radiant, they're moving in. Decode's already used the Stampede. Can't do damage to Emilio. He keeps himself alive with Ghost Scepter. Big Ravage. And the Haunt as well. That's going to be enough to get Emilio killed. Decode's trying to back off. Think he will. Buyback from Emilio. Now they're starting to hit the tower. They've got the break on Spectre. This is a chance to do big damage to him. Out comes the Chain Frost. Earthshaker, he's coming in. He's got the Echo. He's doing quite a lot of damage, but it's still not enough. Spectre's going to live. He's on 90 HP, 100 HP. He's trapped in the snakes. He's going to move himself with the Spectral Dagger. Is he going to die? One more attack from the snakes is going to bring him down. But MKP, he's BKB'd in your base. He's just getting kills after kill. But Brisha, pretty strong actually. Civid is low. He's trying to back off. It's 3 versus 2 at the moment. MKP, look, he's like, yeah, I can fight you. I don't care. Throwing Civid back into the fight. You've got to be careful with that. Decode, he's taking a lot of damage. MKP is an absolute monster. Civid, he just keeps blinking in to use his Anchor Smash. Come on, get that Infernal Blade going. Yeah, that's going to be enough to kill him. 3 seconds for Reincarnate. 2 seconds. He's just going to get brought down. Can you go and dive Decode? I think you have the means to kill him. Shiva, some run in. Don't even need it. And they're going to kill him. Buyback from Brisha. They use the Glyph as well. You need to use your Midas. It's on cooldown. Brisha's running in. I don't think he can kill MKP. I think he's got to be careful. Just throws out the stun. He is level 30 on the Doom. So that's activated his 2.4% Infernal Blade Talent. Taking a lot of damage from Zeus. There's a pipe. Unfortunately, Zeus Top reveals him. It doesn't do any damage and it can't get through the pipe anyway. Brisha's still chasing. But not going to find anything else. Okay, Roxy blinks in and Brisha just goes back because he's scared. Which I guess is fair enough. You're only 2 alive. But they hold the racks. That's the main thing. They hold the tower and the racks. So that's good play by them. Yeah, this enormous Doom. Look, 35k net worth. He's eaten his Aghanims already. He's got a full talent tree. But there's not much point eating an Ancient Creep when you've got the Pack Leader Aura. It gives so much damage. 30% bonus damage Aura and a 20% chance to double your damage. Which is pretty big. What's next for Doom? He can get a Moonshard, which you can see he's already thinking about. Though I would probably be looking to replace the Midas first. Sell the Midas. What could you get on this Doom? I don't know, he's so farmed. I guess Doom has the luxury of sort of building anything. If he wants to go for an Abyssal Blade to take out the supports more easily, he can. He could even go Satanic or a Heart. I think Heart could be a good choice this game. Heaven's Halberd, doesn't really need it at this point. Yeah, maybe Abyssal Blade. Abyssal Blade or Heart, depending on his playstyle. Does he want to be really, really tanky? Or does he want a little bit more kill potential? I don't think he needs the kill potential. His job is just to survive for as long as possible. So I think a Heart would be a good pickup for him. And then he would be fully 6-slotted, also the Moonshard. Yeah, and look, you can see he's actually gone for the Heart. I don't know if he's having a cheat and listening to the cast. I assume no one's doing that. But he thinks the same as me. But they've got 5v1. This is the perfect chance for the Diet. Really good play. They're all 5. They saw an opportunity. Bam, went for it. Got the kill. And Doom's dead. No buyback. 10 times kill streak going to the code. He's dead for 100 seconds. And that's exactly the sort of good play you need to do to win the game. That's what I was talking about earlier. When they're split up, when you know they're alone, just all go in on them at once. And then, yeah, get the kill. Nearly 1,000 gold. 982 gold for the Centaur. Centaurs realise I'm taking a lot of damage in these fights. I might as well reflect a bit, get the blade mail. It's a good pickup. The Dire don't seem to have many buybacks though, that's the problem. In fact, they've got only one buyback at the moment. So they've got to be a little bit careful, but with MKP down, they definitely could look to push a little bit. They're running in, but Civet does manage to get out. Now they're going to start hitting the racks. Risha, he goes even further. He's looking for a free kill on Chemistry Dude. Is he going to get it? Earthshaker goes in with the Echo. There's enough damage. Out comes the Ravage. It hits 3. Chemistry Dude gets away with the Glimmer Cape. He's got the double Ravage. I think he's got the Refresher Shard. No, he had the full Refresher Orb. But I think he's still going to go down. The double Ravage isn't enough. I mean, if your MKP's not here, your Doom, you don't actually have enough damage to get the kills. Even with the double Ravage. The Code's going to drop the Shivas, trying to keep himself alive. Gets another stun, but he's got to be careful. You need Brisha. Brisha is your damage. MKP is alive now. And there was a buyback from Civet, so I think the Radiant may actually have this. Or maybe not. Brisha doesn't quite get the kill, does he? Nice use of Sinister Gaze behind the back, but look what's happening. Doom is killing your team. He is just chopping them up. He doomed the Zeus. And the Doom lasts a very long time, does a huge amount of damage. I think that Zeus is definitely dead. It just hits so hard. He's going to get it with the tree. Breacher finally gets taken down the base. He is completely by himself, but they don't have any detection for him. So he's just going to walk out in a 1 versus 5. Okay. He's going to make it out then. They did lose their range racks, but range racks is not really that much of a deal. It's the melee racks you want to keep alive. Okay, so Doom, he's already eaten a Moon Shard, and he has Boots of Travel. 37k net worth. Only thing left is, I guess, to upgrade his travels, and to buy something to replace Midas. Roche is up, and it has a Refresher Shard. So Tidehunter could have Refresher Orb and Refresher Shard and do 3 Ravages. Although I don't think he has the mana, because it's 325 mana for Ravage, 375 for Refresher Orb. If he refreshes the Soul Ring, he can. Are they just going for the win? Yeah, they're going for the win. And maybe that's what their coach has told them, or they've decided, yeah, we're just going to do it. There's still 3 dead. They're not dead for very long, though, so they've got to be careful. They're kind of a bit unsure what to do. They're just walking around in the enemy base. They need to do something. Either hit the tier 4s or take the racks. Once been used, it cancels all the blink daggers. But he's not going to teleport to any of them, so that's fine. It was just sort of a zoning haunt. And now they've decided to back off. They've got to be careful. They are taking a lot of damage. I think they're actually going to lose their racks. They do have a Glyph of Fortification, so they're going to use that. You've got to focus the catapults. Because the catapults, they ignore everything but buildings, if given a choice. I think they still may lose them. No, it's fine. They're going to keep their racks alive, but only just. We're now 53 minutes into this game, so it's been a very, very long game. Spectre has his own Abyssal Blade. Okay, interesting item to opt for. And he's trying to solo Roche. I mean, Spectre can take Roche, but you can see this is horrendously slow. He needs a bit of help. Maybe Civet, go in, give it the armor pen. What is it? 7 armor pen reduction from Gush. So, think about helping out your friend. Even Tiny could just be hitting it. And they use Gush to break the Lincolns on the Roche. Yeah, using Blade Mail as well. I mean, they will eventually take it down. It just depends what the Dire are going to do. I mean, they have no vision of Roche. Oh, they've seen Roxy nearby, so they think they might be in Roche. They've still got Scan up, but they're not opting to use Scan. And he's dropped his Quelling Blade on the floor. He's ready to take it, but there's a lot of goodies to take. He gets the Aegis, he picks up the Refresher Shard. There's also a cheese. Maybe give the Refresher Shard to your Tiny. To your Tide Hunter. Because then he can use the double Ravage for free. I mean, yeah, they're pinging it. Okay, there we go. Refresher Shard and cheese. Right, you've got the Aegis. It's time to fight. I hope, anyway. This is going to be a very long game otherwise. I think we're definitely going to an hour. Wow, Lich just managed to pick up a Scythe. That's how long this game has gone on. This Lich has a lot of net worth. Actually, so does the Tiny. A Halberd, a Pipe, a Lotus Blink. 3 smokes. They are thinking about smoking. This is good. Are they going to bring Doom with them? They should, because Doom is their strongest team member by far. They're just standing here for a while. They do finally use the smoke. One of the things you need to do with smoke is you need to do it very quickly. Like, say, let's group up and smoke, and then drop whatever you're doing, group up, and just use it. Because otherwise you waste a lot of time sort of just standing around, not really doing a lot. So they've still got a bit of time on smoke. MKP kills the skeletons, but they think he's alone. They actually think he's alone, so they're going to try and kill him again. Can he get the BKB off in time? No, I think he's going to be perma-stunned, but the Ravage might save him. Does he pop the BKB? He doesn't pop the BKB. He's actually going to go down, but they've got Chain Frost. They've got the double Ravage. Out comes the Echo Slam, but I think the Chain Frost are just doing way too much damage. Risha, he's still got the Reincarnate, so he might be okay. Do they have anyone who can kill him? Spectre is going to go down, but he has the Aegis. MKP has already bought back, and yeah, he travels back into the fight. Really good play by him. Using the buyback aggressively, I love to see that. I think Emilio's going to go down. He's trying to survive. He's doing what he can. Poor guy. The Dire still have 2 of their own buybacks, though. And they did take the Aegis and get a buyback on the Doom. Not that Doom needs to use his money for anything else at this point. Seeing he hit level 30 way before anyone else is thinking about 30. Nice thing about the Radiant is all of their heroes are 25, whereas the Dire still have 3 heroes who aren't 25. So that means we've got some big buffs, you know, Lich, Frost Shield, Armor. Oh, Decode, he gets the 4-man Centaur Stump. Breach has gone in as well, doing what damage they can. They've used Doom on Decode, but I think MKP is going to die. Yes, he will. They use yet another Ravage, 3rd Ravage in a very short space of time. Chain Frost, it's just bounced around, doing a ton of damage. Does he have infinite Chain Frost? He doesn't. He should have got it, maybe. But they've killed MKP, and he's used buyback. In fact, I think they're going to get Chemistry Dude as well. And yeah, he's going to be brought down. I think they're now finally going to lose that melee racks. They kept it alive last time. There's no glyph. Civid realizes, but just a little bit too late. There's a lot of range creeps there. What, like 6, 7 range creeps? This is a massively back and forth game. It looked like the Radiant were really struggling at one point. Then the Dire started losing badly, but now the Dire are winning fights. So it's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. MKP dying twice. They know he's dead for 60 seconds. There's also no buyback on the Lich, on Chemistry Dude. Are they just going to try and end? I bet that's what they've been told to do. Yeah, makes sense. Go for the end. Okay, they've got the glyph. They've used it, but they've got the serpents as well. Out comes the haunt straight away. They're backing off a little bit. They don't need to be too scared of the Spectre. Nice stun onto Roxy. Do they have the damage to kill him? He's stuck in the Nimbus. And yeah, Tiny's going to go down. Civid's been used. Cancelling his Blink Dagger. He's got no Ravage this time. Buyback from Roxy. What is she going to be able to do this time? Unfortunately, she's lost Civid. Maybe throw someone into the base? Oh, there's no one to throw to. Did she go for toss? Requires no target. No, she didn't. And Thorian, he is tanky on Spectre, but they've got too much damage for him. It's buyback 1 at a time. They're just running in like a treadmill. They maybe needed to just chill, buyback together. But they went in a little bit 1 at a time there. They've got the Chain Frost. They're dropping it. Another Ravage. Is the Ravage Chain Frost enough to kill their entire team? There's a lot of tanky heroes on the Dire. I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh, but MKP's alive. This may be a different story. He's popped the BKB. He is running at Oak. Poor Oak. No, he turns around. Takes out the Earthshaker. Look how fast he's attacking. Earthshaker flies to his death. And Dakota's going to get brought down. Oh no, maybe not yet. Oh, MKP's taking a lot of damage from the Zeus. They do finally bring down the Doom. I think that was their last chance. Oak gets a kill with an auto attack. And then Breach defines the Lich. And now it is finally GG. A very, very back and forth game, this one. Almost a 15k advantage for the Dire early game. Then a massive advantage from the Radiant. And then the Dire finally win. They're just all over the place that game. It just goes over 60 minutes. 60 minutes, 22 seconds. What an incredible match from both players. Or both teams, rather. You can see the win probability has no idea what it needs to do, the green. It's down here, nearly at 90%. And then actually... Oh, no, wait. I was wrong. Actually, the Radiant are going to win. 70% or so. No, wait. The Dire. It just had no idea what was going on. That's a really good example of how being caught out in the late game can throw the entire game. And it's no individual hero's fault, because it happened all over the game. But a big turning point was they found MKP alone, and they killed him. I mean... It's a shame that he lost. He did so well that game. 26-9-13. He was huge on the Doom. Unsurprising, he did the most damage in the game. Even out-damaged a mid-Zeus as Doom. So, you know, really good play from him. But alas, it was the last few team fights. Dire managed to get a few pickoffs. People diving, extending a little bit too far. It just happens. It's the late game, especially the 60-minute mark, is the hardest part of Dota by far. Harder than the laning stage, the mid-game. The late game is the hardest, mostly because one mistake and the game's over. But good games from both teams. Yeah, it was fun to cast, and I'll upload this a bit later